All right, so could you repeat the first question?
Of course. I was asking about the distinction you made between salvation from sin and salvation of the soul. Do you see them as stages of one continuous process, or are they fundamentally different in nature?
They are fundamentally different in nature because the salvation from sin is not something we have earned by our own effort or works. It is graciously given to us as a gift. On the other hand, the salvation of the souls is something that we should work out with fear and trembling, as Paul mentioned in Philippians chapter 2 verse 12. So these two types of salvation are totally different concepts.
I love that perspective. So you see the initial salvation from sin as a gift of grace, while the salvation of the soul involves our ongoing effort and commitment. That really highlights that dynamic relationship between grace and personal responsibility. So, how do you think this understanding impacts the way we live out our faith on a daily basis?
We It makes us it helps us avoid complacency uh, and overconfidence in our status as God's chosen one and the people say that have been saved from sin. And this overconfidence tends to lead us to sin and disobedience because we focus too much on the privilege we enjoy as God's chosen people. So many neglect the responsibility uh, as uh, as people of Christ. However, remembering that the salvation of the soul is only for those who live in obedience, uh, uh, helps us avoid complacency when it comes to obedience. So it nurtures us to the level of being worthy of entering heaven.
That, that's a great point. Keeping that balance in mind definitely helps us stay vigilant and committed, not just taking grace for granted, but also striving to live out our faith authentically. It's definitely a journey that requires both humility and perseverance.